have a little.
Alright, let's see the trailer again. So we do see that Reed I guess she also wants to increase her longevity. Well, so because I think for Reed I guess it's like it probably is like almost like a Yao. So it lasts from I think to autumn. So I don't think they make it to the spring. So she can't. So she has to do the wind nights, and she gets memories from Mayfly and I guess some other stuff. So.
Who are you? Why are you telling me this? What do you know about the method of longevity? And whose memory did I just see? Take this! I hear an immortal will appear at the fair to grant longevity. Idle folk, Taoists, y'all, all manner of people have come to town.
We may have taken human forms, but we live only a fraction of their lives.
Chief Chung, the School of May will see justice done.
Then it was they who started this rumor.
It will be Anne.
I found it.
Love you too. Have a good rest.
Gather strength in numbers.
I've been good. Hopefully you're good also.
The subjugation of the beast is a surety. What do you know of our struggles and desires?
The final hour approaches. The array is ready. Tonight, beneath the May tree. Let us await longevity.
Alright, take care.
Together.
Have a good rest.
Release me! Every moment is precious!
Heron, I've been thinking. Years pass by you in the blink of an eye, don't they?
If you want the sword, then kill me!
I won't even live a full cycle of the seasons.
Do you still seek longevity, knowing all that might happen?
Let's start off the. Let's start with the rest of the main mission event. Stage 11, Dilemma. He has lain down with dogs, hoping to rise without fleas. In the dim cell, low chance rise and falls over and over, until it almost feels like a natural phenomenon, like the howling of the wind.
Chief, all the Yao we've arrested are here.
A cell door creaks open slowly. The other Yao stops and looks out from their cell at the three who enters.
This must be the true meaning of being watched like a hawk. You may leave. I will have the victim identify the culprit.
Understood.
The cell is packed with Yao, afraid the man presses himself fiercely against Chen Yixiong. Chen grips his blade and tells the man not to be afraid, as he takes the first bold step towards him.
I trust there's no need to introduce myself.
Of course, Chief Chung. After all, it took us all quite some effort to sneak past you. Let no one say that you neglected your duties. In fact, you did such a sterling job that not even a fly could buzz through that gate. A pity for you that I soar much higher than a fly.
Yao all laughs, leading Chen Hill to raise his blade and strike it against the cell door.
Quiet! Look over them. See if you can identify the one that abducted your family.
Even with the cell door between them, the man feels surrounded by Yao. He dodges furiously left then right as to avoid their gaze. He peeks at the jail Yao at the corner of his eye, but each glance makes him all the more concerned.
I don't see them.
My. Should I call you County Magistrate Chung now? If I recall correctly, it falls outside of the duties of mere constables to interrogate suspects.
Though the bars, a bird-like Yao leans forward towards Chen Jianhao.
Could it be that you are using this opportunity to learn the method of longevity for yourself?
Enough of your twittering, Bird. I am investigating this rumor on behalf of the people, not for myself. Nor is this a formal interrogation. I am within my rights to question any one of you.
And if I don't tell you a thing, what then, Chief Chung? Must you really be so harsh on us? Every Yao in Jewel County is scared to death of you. But I know that you're not all that cruel-hearted. Could you be persuaded to let us go?
As she speaks, she puts both hands through the bar. One holds a gold bar and the other a charm. He waves them before Chen
I can
Jianhao.
offer you both wealth and health.
Fiend! I will not allow you to deceive me.
Chen Jianhao pushes her hands aside with the back of his blade. He jumps back, staring at him intensely, and approaches once more.
You think it deception merely because you believe the method of longevity to be a false rumor. But what if I tell you it's true? Take a guess at how old I am.
There is no need to guess. It is said that Yao can live over 1,000 years.
Whoever told you that knew nothing. Our lives are scarcely longer than our true forms. My own kind live and die within the age of a sparrow. Nothing more.
The prize flashed in Chen Jianhao's eyes. He motioned for her to continue.
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way?
Then should I simply allow you and your people to kill, steal, and bring chaos?
Me and my people?
She's stunned for a moment and responds with a burst of laughter.
I see. You believe Yao to be evil.
No, not universally. Yet, it is Yao like you who spread these dangerous rumors in the county.
Yao stops laughing, her neck jerking in as her feather raises and puffs out. Filled with rage, she storms towards Chen Jianhao, ignoring the bars.
It is no rumor, fool! Even if it were, what harm have we ever brought for speaking it alone? All our kind desire is to live. I've done nothing wrong. Release me! Every moment is precious.
You may not have taken part in these abductions, but the rumors you spread surely enticed the ones that did. I will not release you.
Fine. Continue in your blindness. But the School of May will bring justice to us all.
Yao turns fierce, beating her wings in the cell. Ball marks
The
cover the
School of May?
walls.
That's the name of your sect, is it?
Welcome in, Mel. Anger has become an incomprehensible mesh of threats and insults. Chen Jianhao stands between her and the scared man, leading him away. Congrats on first! In the Yamen study, the man sits sits shaking on a wooden chair.
Calm down. Have some tea.
Thank you.
He takes the tea, sips a few times, then sets it down.
No need to worry. Our cells are quite unbreakable. So, what more do you know of the Yao that abducted your family?
It was jabbering on about longevity. That's all I know.
This rumor is a true menace to society.
Please, Chief Chung, please find my father. You're my only hope.
He grabs the front of Chen Hengyong's clothes as if to kneel, but the chief constable catches him by the arms and lifts him to his feet.
Please, sir. I am merely fulfilling my duty. I will find the truth. This, I swear.
Thank you.
Rest a while. Best not to overwork yourself. Guard!
Teeth.
Take care of the good man. I must deliver my report on the events at the opera.
Understood.
Chen Hengyong passes the poor man's shoulder as they walk out. A breeze follows him past the door and scatters far away. In the great hall, a report of the case is being given to the gathered court.
The female Taoist raised her sword above a woman's head, revealing the latter's true form to be that of a herbaceous entity, and shifting her withered leaves into a verdant green. The Taoist then proclaimed the ability to bestow longevity upon any who joined her school. This declaration incited the crowd to a frenzy as they stampeded the stage. Later, the Taoist vanished from the scene together with the herbaceous entity. Several Yao present were detained, and the injured were escorted to the nearest clinic for treatment. In summary, the stampede has been determined to be an unforeseen incident arising from the female Taoist use of arcane skills.
With the report concluded, the paper is folded once more and then handed over to the country magistrate.
Unforeseen incident? Your lack of foresight has seen this longevity rumor spread to every corner of the county. Yao are flooding our lands in droves. Never in my life have I received so many reports of missing persons and acts of sedition. Make no mistake, this is the result of your errors.
The magistrate crumbles the paper and throws it at the registrar. In response, the man bows even lower.
We were foolish to put our faith in you. Commander Lee, you are in charge of our defenses. Tell me, how shall we proceed?
Li Yufan has been standing nearby. He pauses, considering the detail for the moment, before speaking out in a measured tone.
In these desperate times, I can see only one solution. I would divide all constables into 2 shifts and have them sweep the entire county. We will locate and apprehend all Yao hiding among the populace over the next 3 days.
Very good! Do you hear that? All departments will cooperate with Commander Lee. And if I hear of any misconduct, I will show no mercy.
The other hasten to agree as they bow with clasped hands. Chen Hyogon has been wanting to speak. Seeing his chance, he sees it and steps forward.
Honorable Magistrate, I believe we also ought to consider investigating the School of Mei.
The other clerk sneaks nearly and glances towards him, like the discovered beans shifted from the pile.
And you are? Wait, I believe I recall. Chief Chung, is it? And the School of Mei? A minor religious sect, yes?
Yes. Please forgive me. After the report was submitted, I discovered a connection between the sect and the animal carcasses found on the streets. While in custody, a suspect admitted that the School of May was behind the mysterious parade connected to both the rumors and the drained carcasses. I believe this opera was another part of their scheme. If the Yao are the fruit, the School of May is the root.
The other looks away and whispers.
And who are you to speak? Some upstart boy desperate to clear his family name?
That's him, all right. Just last month, he was ranting about some thief-catching scheme. The argument could be heard from the streets.
Do you remember last year? This boy Niall knocked the doors down, insisting we include those deserters he caught in our update to the Imperial Court. Hard to believe the magistrate allowed him to leave with his head. It seems he hasn't any sense for his position, or his shame.
The son of a bandit turncoat. No wonder he barks like a dog, demanding praise for his every deed. He's fooling himself if he thinks he can wash himself clean of his family's past.
And he ignores the whispers and stands tall and firm as a noble pine.
Commander Lee, thoughts on this matter?
As all else goes quiet, Li Hyung-feng clears his throat and speaks.
I hold to what I've said before. The Yao pose a serious danger to the people. Our priority must be to expel them from the county. What would you have us do, Your Honor?
The matter is handed to Commander Lee. Dismissed.
Understood. But the School of May?
The other seems prepared to leave, but Chen Hung-gun begins to look anxiously, until finding the familiar shape of a commander waiting under the leaves.
Commander Lee.
Come here, He Guang.
Li Hyung-feng walks from the halls in long, quiet strides. Li Hyung-feng walks from the hall in long, quick strides, forcing his subordinates to hurry to keep pace.
Are you really so desperate for glory that you forget the chain of command? How do you aim to win trust if you refuse to pay respect to your betters?
I apologize, Commander. But this is a promising lead. If we don't act now, we may miss a chance.
Li Hyung-feng turns, his voice sterner than ever.
Do you think you are the only one with the lead on this case? That no one else can do as you have done? Not even those with greater power and resources? Is that why you announce your intentions for all to hear? Your heart may be pure, but others have their own designs. If your words reach the wrong ears, do you think they will sit and do nothing about it?
And here gone tongue twists. He had to prepare for a scolding, not this.
Commander, you mean...
Keep digging, but do not draw any further attention. That's all for today. And if your actions are brought to light, I will tell them I denied your request. Understood?
Yes, Commander.
He bows deeply, then straightens his posture.
I will learn from your wise words.
To be continued. Let's see what's on the forum again. Okay, I'm a long time fighting game player. Crucial Cross is the hottest game right now, so I headed to the arcade to get a few rounds in. I started with the turtle, tons of HP, The attacks are painfully slow and the damage is laughable. Not exactly a character built for someone at my level, so I switched to the rat. The moves looks flashy. Not exactly. Wait. The moves looks flashy, and I figured it had to hit hard, so I challenged one guy to 1-on-1. He ran the black dog, and a single strike knocked me down to half HP. 2 hits, and the match is over. 10 rounds, 10 losses. He explained that HP is based on each animal's natural lifespan. Turtles live a long time, so the turtle has more HP. But these animals have all become Yao. Every one of them can live for centuries. Why should the old lifespan dictation still matter? Haha, can anyone actually win a match with a rat? Regular levels live just as long as the animal form. The rat's lifespan is only a few months, so naturally, its HP bar reflects that. Yells aren't exactly common these days, so it's totally understandable that you didn't know. The game stays true to the lore, while still balancing the numbers so the HP gap don't become unplayable. Solid design. Ha. What a noob, you didn't even know how to chain your moves. No wonder you got stomped. With the rat input, down A, right, down, right, D. Cancel into right, diagonal right, down, diagonal left, left, diagonal right, right, B. Do it properly and you got an infinite combo. Just keep it civil. You've been banned for 1 month. Stage 12. Castle in the Sky. Many have heard its name, yet few know it's true.
Come, Mayfly. You ought to familiarize yourself with our school before you begin.
Yes, Master.
Mayfly peeks out from behind the door, watching the others in the front courtyard.
It's still early in the morning, but everyone's already up and busy.
It is. Soon, you will be practicing alongside them.
The minute she has come to know nods to her in greeting.
The students live in the side house here, as will you. I believe you've met some of them already.
I see. Ah! There's a mouse climbing up on that bamboo by the wall.
Don't be alarmed by Brother Mouse. He has taken to staying in his true form most of the day.
Forgive me, brother.
I'm sure he does not mind. The School of May is one of the few refuges for Yao in this region. Our students are free to live in whatever form they wish. You may even choose to live as a reed, if that is what you desire.
Live in my true form. But
One must learn to find fulfillment in their true nature. Only then may one discern their path to the way. It will make sense in time. Come, let us speak further in the front courtyard.
Master, where is that music coming from? I keep hearing it, but I don't see anyone playing.
You won't have need of that haste much longer, Sister Mayfly. This is the front courtyard, where students may gather to train or rest as they like.
But no one's here.
This way.
The guardian of this land excels in artful concealment. Past the moon gate, after a few winding paths, a hidden world opens up to her. Black eaves drop down upon white rooms that close the square. The ground is paved with gravel, into which white marble tiles are set, forming a uni array. Students in white stand atop it, playing sudden dance music together.
The new student.
Sister Mayfly, are you feeling better?
Paper Heron waits here too. The student occasionally steals small glances at her. She looks around, nodding to the students as she met their eyes and greet Mayfly in particular.
Hello, everyone. What are y'all doing here?
Master Ren is here too! Greetings, Master! We humbly request your guidance today!
It's good to see you all. Please, be seated.
The crowd spreads out and sits in a ring around Master Ren. A female Yao pulls Mayfly in to sit beside her.
Revision always offers new insight. And with a new student among us today, let us begin by reviewing the stages of the method of longevity. To master this art, one must attain 3 stages: the regulation of qi, concentration and visualization, and the cultivation of the body. In the first stage, we focus on the rhythm of the breath. Each of you must find the pace which best suits your constitution and nature. Once you reach a state of meditation, we will work to concentrate the mind on an object, opening ourselves to the stimuli of the divine. As for the cultivation of the body...
Hearing this, Paper Heron interrupts Master Ren.
That wouldn't be for the best.
Whatever do you mean, Master?
Your students are getting ahead of themselves. Teach them the basics first, eh? A pavilion is not built from the roof down.
If I am to cover every foundational detail, I would have to start from before the White Horse School was even founded. Unfortunately, I never walked its halls. All that I know, I learned from you. Would you do us the honor, Grandmaster? The students would be most grateful to hear it from your lips.
Paper Heron looks around. The students wait eagerly for her words. The School of May seems to be thriving on the high morale with students, and the heart is warmed by it.
It has been quite some time since I last spoke of my old school, but I'd be happy to.
She lifts her heels and leaps gracefully into the ring before launching into her story.
The very first attempts at achieving longevity can be traced back to ancient times, but it's enough to start with the founding of the White Horse School, eh? It first took shape in the late Tang Dynasty, as our founding master traveled the land collecting many rare and lost scriptures in hopes of preserving the Taoist arts for future generations. From those arts, he developed a method to balance yin and yang, and through it, discovered the secret to a long life. He named it the practice of inner alchemy, and it later became the foundation of the White Horse School. Now, to perform it properly, you must work through these stages in order. Listen closely. The scripture says, when one's mind is tranquil and free of distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. So the first step is to set aside worldly concerns and seek stillness from within. For only then can one perceive the presence of the way. Step 2 is about finding your tea. Life is born of the accumulation of tea. When tea gathers, we live. When it disperses, we perish. Without tea, We can neither strengthen our bodies nor nourish our spirits, and so we cannot prolong our lives. We must spend years learning its workings until it becomes as familiar to us as our own hands. The third step is to use your understanding of Qi to work its flow, guiding it until it moves in harmony with the way. This step is the most crucial. When your body attunes itself to your Qi and allows you to retain it. This may take some time, but it must not be rushed. Without the Qi within, the body stands hollow. And if hollow, how may life endure in it? This takes real devotion. You must practice daily until your body is ready to harmonize with the flow of Qi. To retain Qi is to attain the way. One who has attained the way may long endure. So the scripture says. But the path is long and perilous. Stray from it, and both body and spirit may be annihilated. At best, it is a process of decades. At worst, well, I've seen some wait hundreds of years.
But, Grandmaster?
Yes? Speak your mind.
Do you really mean it will take a few decades for us to master this method?
To walk the path of longevity is no small feat. But the calmer your mind, the clearer your vision, and the quicker you will progress.
But how can I devote myself to a method that takes decades to master when I only have a few years to live? And if what you say is true, wouldn't only the long-lived be able to achieve longevity?
Ah.
He pauses, composing her thought for a long while, and walks over to the Genterogram.
Not entirely. The scripture says, in the pursuit of worldly knowledge, one gains daily. In the pursuit of the way, one loses daily. Less and less is done until nothing is done. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone.
$57, let's see.
Don't get so hung up on the path ahead. Nothing stays fixed forever. Live in the moment, and new opportunities will arise.
So, we'll just do nothing at all?
Not exactly. It isn't nothing, but rather non-action. We let go of all deliberate effort. Attending to your purposes, doing only that which is yours to do.
Hearing her words, the yacht looks at each other. One of them cannot hold back their frustration and rushes up in front of her.
That's absurd! If that's how it is, what are we to do? Sit around and wait for death to come? Our lives are much shorter than yours, you know.
Now, Brother Badger. The Grandmaster didn't mean...
Konnichiwa!
Hey Deo, congrats on third. How's everything? Meow. Oh, is that a... Wait, what is that? Is that of the frog Pokemon? Let's do a cat, just in case. Anything new happening at work? Undeterred by the gentle redirection, the Yao continues his question anyway.
That which is yours to do? What's that supposed to mean? Is this what's mine to do?
Grandmaster, none of us would be here if we had been content with the time we were given.
Paper Heron is speechless. She sees now the crux of the issue. They have been led astray from the very beginning. Alright, thanks for the luck, Dio. The doubting voice grows louder. The Yao becomes agitated. Paper Heron stands silent above them, lost. Mayfly struggles in her seat, not knowing who to agree with.
All right, everyone.
A clear, loud ring. A clear, loud call rings out like a stone dropped in water. The Yao immediately falls silent.
Master?
Master Ren walks into the ring and stands beside her teacher.
Each of us approaches the way differently, for we are all guided by our own nature. The Grand Master speaks
That's
only from
bad.
her own experience. If her words help you, hold them. If they muddle you, do not be troubled. You may understand them in the time to come.
Yes, Master.
It's been a long day, and the Grand Master has traveled far. Please, leave her to rest.
Paper Heron looks at her former student and then at the calm Yao. With a stiff nod, she resigns herself to the stone stool outside the ring.
Heron? Are you alright?
But did you already do the limbo and the lucid escape thing? He walks over and sits on by Paper Heron. Her serene facade now seems ever so subtly broken.
I'm fine. Should have chosen my words with more care, though.
Well...
For a moment, the sizzles of chirps and birds' calls sound unusually sharp. Paper Heron looks down, hiding her face.
I thought they'd be interested. Back in my time.
The words are a faint whisper, so light she barely hears them.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just forget what I've said and follow your master's teachings. Perhaps she's found a better way.
The third step the Grand
Yeah.
Master spoke of is what we call the cultivation of the body. Through practice, your body will work with your chi until they are one. Mastering this may take decades, even hundreds of years. But here in the School of May, we needn't dwell on that step. Instead, we focus on the regulation of chi and concentration and visualization.
So now we're ordering I'm trying to figure out who is communicating with Reed on the current timeline. Is it Paper Heron or is it somebody else in the timeline? She looks over to Master Ren as she continues her lesson and resolves herself to what must be done.
We needn't dwell on that step?
To be continued. We're checking the forums again. We got some horses. My friend, do you practice chi? My grandma says that when our grandfather was young, everyone practiced chi to develop their arcane skill. Over time, though, the chi in the world grew thin, and the practice all but died out. Grandma is from Zeus County, and our family still has a little rhythm that was passed down. It opens with the White Horse School shows you the way to longevity. Let's go worldly concerns and seek stillness. I've been curious about what this White Horse School actually is, but my grandma doesn't know either. Any Zo County folks out there who can shed some light? I went to the library and did some digging. It looks like the sect dates back to the late Tang Dynasty. Some Song Dynasty records mention that its members practice inner alchemy and a unique way to subdue evil beasts. The process was apparently exhausting, and the sect needed considerable time to recover after each one. Evil beasts? Could these be the legendary Zhendao beasts? Several Zhenzi family lines have been lost, and their Zhendao beasts have vanished along with them. Wait, so were they talking about I forgot her name now. Ling Yu? That has the beast thing? Hard to say. The White Horse School also shows up in records from the early Ming Dynasty. There were plenty of odds and poems written in its honor, and many officials donated money to build its temple. Its leader even held an official post at one point, and they were clearly held in high regards back then. But all of these records are clustered within just a few years. After that, the White Horse School seems to have faded. Official documents begin emphasizing that its members should only focus on self-cultivation and stay out of worldly affairs. The final records come from the Honzhou Prefectural Gazette. A great earthquake struck Honzhou, penetrated the White Horse School. Seeking longevity, many perished on that mountain. What exactly happened will take more digging to uncover. I'm from Zhou County, and I never heard of this. Sounds like something out of a wuxia novel. The road to preserving traditional culture is long. Stage 13, Unbending Will. He'd rather die than surrender.
Move! Constables on duty! Make way!
The sun sets in the west. Meanwhile, a constable armed with bow and blades marches through the streets. Like a long cobalt dragon, they pass by as people watch curiously and whispers to each other, wondering at their destination. I'm thinking like somewhere, actually not really. Beijing? Wait, no, that's. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do you know? Because I'm not sure if I heard somebody say Beijing, but unless it was another, because I've been reading that stuff too, so I'm not sure if it's reverse 99 related or not, or some other manga. Two constable hurries to reach the young man leading the grin-faced parade.
Chief, there's no trace of that Reed girl anywhere. She's disappeared.
I see. Stay sharp and keep an eye out for her. We can't allow any more Yao to escape.
News from the West Gate. 2 more Yao have been captured. Do you want to question them yourself like last time?
I'll be there shortly.
We've been walking for a while now. Where are you leading us?
Yang Wu still wants to speak, but their chief raised his right hand, signaling the marching constables behind to stop.
This is it.
Thanks for the posture check. Oh, stretch also. Thanks for the stretch. The house before them lies at the street end. Its doors are tightly shut, but a chanting voice escapes out through the cracks. Withered grass devours bone. On icy plains the spirit moans. When the city falls, the immortal descends. Longevity granted, no death, no end. So this is like the chanting that's been like happening throughout the whole story right so far. All returns to origin. Longevity draws near. Stars will shift only when the true path appears. Depart from this strange world and find peace in the immortal realm.
The source was right. Y'all are gathering here.
Ken Gun clenches his fist towards the door, then lifts it in a sharp upward motion. The metal bolt falls with a clank.
Move in!
Oh, it could be. He draws his blade and throws the door open. The constable pours in a small square courtyard, ringing their reservoir bells.
Patrol constables! Civilians, stay back!
By whose order are you here? Who gave you the right?
Quite the posture for a wanted suspect. You're all under arrest. Seize them.
There is no turning back.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Considering someone's physical condition, the investiture can be simplified.
This is outrageous! You jumped up toll collector! How dare you lay your hands on us? Ah! What on earth is that noise?
That's enough! I said enough! Stop!
The bell rings under the eaves. Those inside to cover their ears, but no tail grows, and no bark forms to cover their skin.
They're not y'all?
The young chief constable is struck still, grappling with the unexpected outcome. These people dressed in fine silk are Wolfie merchant, now Yao cultists. From outside, older, wiser constable peeks in, while the newer, oblivious group continues to ring their bells as ordered.
Stop the bells!
The constable stops, and Chen Gun looks over the crowd before sheathing his blade.
I am Chief Constable Cheng, acting on orders to investigate the Yao involved in the student parade. I've been instructed to bring them to justice without delay. The verses you were reciting are identical to those the Yao chanted at the parade. If I am mistaken, I humbly ask for forgiveness in advance.
Can you believe this petulant boy? He thought we were Yao gathering for some evil ritual. Watch yourself, Chief Constable. Slandering a respected merchant like myself could get you in serious trouble.
All are equal before the law. I only act in accordance with it. I ask your presence at the Yamen. So please, gentlemen, come with us. Should you be proven innocent, I will offer my deepest apologies.
Do you know who you're speaking to, boy? I won't leave this house unless your superior comes and explains everything in person.
The air feels heavy as lead. The constable looks at each other, no one daring to speak. For a moment, the standstill feels as if it might go on forever, until the tension of his last cut by the voice.
I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding.
Sir?
The constable parts respectfully as little he feel washes into the courtyard, followed by a plump middle-aged man in brokaw.
Those honorable gentlemen are simply studying the classics and cultivating their minds. It has nothing to do with the turmoil on the streets, nor with the Yao's evil deeds.
You speak the truth, Commander. These classics the gentlemen were reciting are scriptures transcribed by His Eminence Zheng himself. They serve only to enlighten the mind.
Let's see. A common historic period drama city, and was prominent city during the Song Dynasty.
But no doubt our young chief constable here only intended to perform his duties and perhaps lead to judgment. Is that so, Commander?
I thank you for your understanding and your timely message. Else, this could have been an even greater humiliation. He Guang, apologize to the honorable gentleman.
What healthy so it takes place in the Hinfei city until that wraps around Chao Lake or Chaos Lake. Chief Gun remains silent and stares at the scripture scroll in the man's hand.
Cheng He Guang, do you not hear me?
I acted thoughtlessly. For that I am sorry, Your Excellencies.
Do you think that an acceptable apology? When we return to the Yamen, you will suffer 60 strokes for your insolence.
Please, no need to be so harsh, Commander. I'm certain the chief acted with the best intentions. Young men often rush to judgment. We've all done the same.
Speaking back and forth, Liu Hengfe and the middle-aged merchant eased the tension at last. They looked past among those in the courtyard. Obviously, among them speaks.
No real harm has been done to us. Do not punish him for doing his duty.
Just be sure to keep your officers in line, Li.
Of course. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, gentlemen. We shall take our relief.
So do you think Chen's gonna be the next banner character, or is there somebody else? Li Hinfield says no more and signals for the constables to leave the courtyard. The wounded kobold dragon retreats back to its cave in the form of a slow and dreary procession of downcast face. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I missed the live stream. Li Qianfeng stands ahead, unconcerned with the sour face of the lower rank behind him. With the commander present. Oh wait, never mind. I did see the lead slide. I think I did see. I kind of forgot about it totally. With the commander present, the constable dares not speak as he passes through the door of the yamen and files away to the mess hall. Only Chen Hugo remains by the entrance, struggling to hold his head high. The result is something stiff and strange but proud.
Why are you standing there like statue? It's time to eat.
I'm awaiting my 60 strokes.
He's waiting his punishment, even though the merchants told them to at least, get show forgiveness already. Li Hengqiu puts down the case file and looks at him with a complex expression.
There won't be any coming. Now, go eat.
But he still does not move.
If you've elected to spare me, then allow me a question, Commander. The man who came with you had a scroll in his hand. Where did it come from? There's a Bagua array on it, formed by a Mei tree and a Jade sword.
He Guang, if I spare you the punishment, you ought to at least do me the courtesy of sparing me the questions.
Then I would rather take the punishment.
The evening wind blows through the hall, and the candlelight flickers in response.
Do you really have no inkling of who you offended tonight?
I do not.
The Chen family, respected gentry with 3 imperial scholars in only few decades. Lord Lu, a core leader. His family have served in the military for generations, and the Lis. I needn't remind you who they are.
I am but the son of bandits. I don't know any of these High Lords.
Now you know.
Li Hengqiu looks away and reads from a case file.
The man with the scroll. Is he of noble birth too?
He does not receive an answer.
Am I right to assume that you've kept me from investigating the school of Mei? Not because you feared it might alarm them, but because you're aware of the school's prestigious background?
Words are pointed but do not break his commander's grim silence.
You know they're responsible for the turmoil in the county, yet you permit these men to walk free, allowing the common Yao to take the fall.
Enough!
What do you mean 5,000 word essay right now for your elegant right now? Is that what he had? Is that what Chen has to do or something? Li Hengqiu raises with the expression as fury as the lit rocket as he throws the files to the ground.
Are you so naive? Do you truly have no clue as to why you were spared today?
Because of your connection to the man with the scroll.
Then you do have some inkling of what's going on. You did well capturing those Yao, and I had plenty to speak highly of you before Lord Lu. But after your actions today, storming into a civilian's home, attempting to arrest all present, how can I possibly recommend you? Have you forsaken your vow and decided to live in your father's disgrace forever?
I would never.
Grits his teeth but did not give an inch.
But Commander, this is more important than my name. This is for the safety of the townspeople.
All right. Then tell me exactly what harm the School of Mei has done, and what crime you accuse them of.
As my prior report states, they're practicing sorcery and other forbidden arts.
They fabricated a descent of a deity at the parade, yes. But have you caught any of the offenders from that day?
Not yet.
And has any member of the school actually committed a crime? Or have you found some scripture that proves their evil intention?
I have not.
So, you have nothing. You wish me to convince the magistrate to act against the School of Mei? Risking the anger of officials and high lords based on nothing? The school will claim that they were only teaching the methods to strengthen the body and enrich the mind. And that the Yao were foolish and greedy to think their practice could bring longevity. We cannot act on hearsay and rumors, especially when it may anger the High Lords.
You're right. I lack the evidence to refute your words. But if it is the Lords that worry you, I will investigate in secret. 3 days is all I need. I will find the proof.
Enough.
Another cold blast of wind creeps through the hall, rustling the paper on his desk. Leafy Film uses a paperweight to smooth the files and sits back into his chair.
Go now. Get some rest. Your men are to be placed under the Captain Zhang. He knows the county well. You will remain, but only as his backup.
Why? I've done nothing wrong.
Then you've not listened to a word I've said.
The water in the pot boils, the lid rattles, the steam whistles, and then you hear pays no attention. Steam feels chanting on sight. The pot at last boils over.
Commander! Must the people's blood be spilled before we act?
Watch your tongue!
In the tea bowl on the desk, the wheat ripples form. The young man stands silent for a long time, rooted like the tree as the steam fades from him. At last, he breaks the roots and turns.
Perhaps I have not listened, Commander. Good night.
The cool moon shines like a lantern over the dark lake. Chen Hugon puts down a book and rubs his tired neck.
It's getting late.
He lights a blackened torch with the candle, holding the light as he steps into the dark.
Zhongni said, "One of virtue follows the course of the mean. One of cunning turns from it." Following the mean, the virtuous acts in due measure. Turning from the mean, the cunning moves without restraint.
He stops at the door, deep in thought.
Fortunately, it's still not too late.
A street cat cries out nearby.
That's...
Fire! Fire!
The man runs in panic. Behind him, a plum of smoke leaps and billows into the air.
There's a fire at Chief Constable Chung's house!
Fire at his house? Who said it? Might do another 30 minutes. Stage 14, A Soul's Ear. To think the old man believes he make a silk purse of it. So we're back in the School of Mai. Inside the room, a few Yao gathers around Mayfly, helping her trim the fresh herbs she picked from the mountains.
Now that you know the path, you can go up the hill at your leisure and gather the elixir ingredients yourself. A little walk in the forest will do you good.
Thank you. I know the elixir helps with the practice, but isn't it a little unsettling harvesting these herbs like this?
What's the matter? They're only plants, too young to form any spirit yet. It's not as if you're cutting down one of your own.
Mayfly. Oh, I mean, Sister Mayfly. I thought that I should come check on you. See how you're getting on.
Look at that. Someone finally discovered the door. Though, not much of a knocker, are you?
Good day, Grandmaster.
Paper Heron nods to the Yao and walks around Mayfly, looking left and right.
What? What is it? You're giving me the withers.
You've followed Ren's teachings for a few days now, hmm? How do you feel?
Heron, you've asked me this a few times already. I'm well, just as I was yesterday and the day before that. My strength is improving, I feel light and full of energy, even after a long day in the mountains.
Paper Heron puts her hand behind her back and circles Mayfly 2 more times, nodding each time.
That's good. That's good then. Are you certain everything's fine? Nothing feels strange at all?
Absolutely.
Mayfly pats her chest as to improve her health.
Why do you keep asking? Is something troubling you?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing you well, but... May I ask, have you felt anything out of place while practicing Ren's methods?
Out of place? I don't know. But I've moved on to the second stage. Concentration and visualization.
She sits in the meditation pose and makes a hand gesture to cast an incantation.
Master Ren said to meditate, I must sit in silence, concentrating my mind on an object and visualizing the inner deities until I find their presence. With consistent practice, the path to longevity will reveal itself. That May tree nearby really is an ideal object to focus on. It seems to have been there for over 1,000 years. Maybe it really does have a connection to the spiritual world.
Are those her words?
Her exact words. I meditate about that tree day and night. I even see it in my dreams sometimes. And Master Ren has been most generous. She even helped the other students using the power of her sword. How did she explain it? Something like using the sword to clear the blockage in their body, freeing the flow of chi, so they can advance more quickly with their training. The first time I saw it, I almost thought she was about to poke a few holes in me, but instead, she just swiped it above my head, just like you did at the parade. I even asked Brother Yam to teach me something from the third stage. You should see how well I can do it already. Posture 1. Breeze in the lungs. Face north. Feet spread as wide as the shoulders.
She chants the words and shows Paper Heron what she has learned.
Master Ren told us that we must cultivate our bodies to align with the movement of Qi. Only then can our mortal flesh be prepared for longevity. She said the cultivation would take about 2 months.
2 months? Those were her words?
That's right.
Hearing Mayfly words, Paper Heron faces change. A hint of sternness cuts across her brow. Bloodfly bursts in, panting and waving his hands.
Wonderful news! Karma finally came for the heartless Chief Constable Chung.
Chung?
Oh, hopefully the Yao didn't do anything to his house. Hearing this, the other Yao gathers around.
You mean the
that grumpy, self-righteous constable that's been hunting us night and day?
I heard that he's been interrogating Yao, plucking his captive's hairs one by one.
Yes, that's him. What a pig. No offense to pigs. I guess brutality must run in his blood. His family used to be bandits until they worked their way into the military. Not that they lasted long as soldiers. His own father turned out to be a crook. He cut ties with his father to keep his post. But I don't believe it. If he's willing to throw us all behind bars just to make himself look good, then he's just as bad as the rest of them.
I'll bet he's rotten to the core. But what do you mean by karma came for him? Oh, tell us what happened.
Levi sees the moment with excitement as he proceeds to describe the fire at the chief constable's home.
Isn't that the man we met at the gate?
I believe so.
Response is quick and muted, intending not to interrupt the clamor of the Yao.
I just don't understand why he hates us so much. We haven't hurt anyone. We just want to spread the method of longevity.
Hardly a surprise. Those with long lives seldom care for the short-lived.
The words bring a harsh chill to air as the other Yaos look at each other and then to Paper Heron.
Hedgehog, the Grandmaster is still here.
Please, speak your mind. It is every creature's right.
Her words do little to break the sudden chill till Butterfly steers things back on topic.
Oh, I nearly forgot that awful chief had nearly locked up our Grandmaster. Grandmaster, did you start the fire to avenge us?
No, I didn't. Though if anyone questions you on the matter, you may give them my name.
Grandmaster.
Hearing this, all the Yao looks at Paper Heron with awe.
It is a great honor to study under an avenging hero like you. Please, accept our humblest gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you for your heroic deeds.
Their undeserved praise land somewhere between funny and vexing, yet she can't help but realize the situation is growing beyond her control.
The Grandmaster has taken our interest to heart, and we must repay her with our greatest effort. We must achieve longevity and spread the school's name.
Achieve longevity! Spread the school's name!
The room has become a huge hubbub of cheers and excitement, but Mayfly does not seem to be participating. She stares up blankly, spots dancing in her vision like fireflies at dusk.
What's going on?
Mayfly? Are you alright?
In a moment, Mayfly feels the world spin around. But in a moment, Mayfly feels the wind spin beneath her feet. As she tumbles, she sees Paper Heron glide towards her, then all goes dark. Next day, sun rises as usual. The Yamen Constable have a new topic to discuss.
Did you hear? Those gentlemen we met yesterday have all fallen ill. It seems they've all been taken by a strange fever. Some fainted in an instant, while others went running and yelling on the streets in their undergarments. It was chaos. The chief was right. Whatever they were doing must have been dangerous.
But I heard they hired a Taoist who cured them with nothing but water and a pinch of talisman ashes.
Well, that was easy. Shame the chief wasn't so lucky. To think a man could lose his home simply for doing his duty.
Well, we don't know what caused the fire, do we?
What else could it be? You were there. I think the chief found something important. And now they're desperate to get rid of him.
I'm just glad I was on guard duty.
Shadow passes before the two men. Struck silent with fear, but Chen Henlin does not even seem to notice them as he walks straight into the Yamen Hall. From his high seat, Lin Hufan looks at the plaque on the wall.
He Guang, I understand it was your house that caught the fire last night.
It was.
It's a great relief to see you unharmed. But I'm sorry for your loss. Take a few days. Find another place to stay and get some rest. Will you?
Much appreciated, Commander. That is precisely why I came.
Chen Hugon bows and then pours out his prepared words. It's clear immediately that he has little rest.
I was up late reviewing some case files. As it happened, the arsonist startled a cat as they approached. I was able to spy them from my window, though I couldn't stop them in time. They were all Yao, I'm quite certain of it, as retaliation for the arrests I've made. Commander Lee, if I, a trained officer, couldn't protect my home from their schemes, what hope do the ordinary townspeople have? Please, permit me to bring them to justice, and anyone else who shields them.
You...
I know the Yamen is short-staffed. I won't ask for anyone's help until I have solid evidence. Now, I must take my leave. Good day, Commander.
He does not wait for Lin Hufan to say more, and turns to leave. High above them, the Yamen bell is stirred by the wind, ringing out for a long, clear. To be continued. "15. So stage 15, into the fire. But I don't have a choice. After breakfast, several Yao gather around Mayfly's bed.
Mayfly? You were out for a whole day.
Brother Yam told me you were unwell, so I brought some sweet cakes. I thought you might like something to eat after your fall.
Thank you.
Still half asleep, Mayfly responds in a weak voice.
Mayfly, it's me again. I've brought herbs to replenish your tea. Don't worry, I checked. All cut from plants. No Yao were harmed.
Greetings, Grandmaster.
The Yao greets her enthusiastically. He nods to each of them in turn, then sets a bundle of herbs on the table.
No need for those formalities, please. Would you give Mayfly and me a moment in private?
Of course. We'll leave you two alone. Don't you hear the Grandmaster? Come on, let's go!
The Yao nudge each other out of the room. Before long, only Paper Heron and Mayfly remains.
Paper Heron?
She senses something unusual about the moment and turns her head to find Paper Heron wearing a dour expression.
Mayfly, you must stop practicing Ren's method.
Why?
Your tea is too unstable. At times it surges like a boar, and at others it falters. Haven't you noticed? You know I'm right, don't you? Your fall before was a warning. Your tea is in decline.
But I felt so much more energetic lately. Even my mind feels clearer than before.
Yes, you have learned a great deal about how to control your tea. You'd be in great shape if that were all you were practicing. For you to advance further, your tea must align with the way, and your body must be strong enough to carry it. But if you're too weak, your tea can become too great a burden. It could consume you. In the White Horse School, we always ensured our physique was strong enough to handle each step along the path. But Run is moving too fast, pushing you forward with the power of the longevity sword. It's possible you may still succeed in the end, but you're risking both body and spirit for a tiny possibility. You could end up with nothing. Your body destroyed, your spirit extinguished. You need to stop and allow your body to recover.
For how long? Days? Weeks? Months?
Given your condition, I'd say 2 months before you resume any training.
2 months? Do you realize how little time I have? Winter's coming. I can't wait that long.
I know. But if you continue in this fashion, I fear you may not live to see the winter. I can't stand by and watch you destroy yourself. Not just you, all the Yao. This isn't the right path for any of you.
Heron, I know to you 2 months may seem like nothing. I suppose it may seem like years pass you by in the blink of an eye, don't they?
Paper Heron gazed at the girls propped halfway up in bed. Her lips tremble faintly before she finally speaks.
It's not quite as fleeting as a blink of an eye.
What would you do over the course of a year?
I
wander the roads on your mule, through cloud-covered mountains, across gentle streams beneath fragrant blooming peach trees. And when the year ends, you'd go to Huanzhou for the temple fair, feeling the warmth of the flames dancing against your face, savoring the floral sweetness of sticky rice cakes. Next year, you'll travel further still, to see snow-covered plains, brush the fur of a moose, taste wine so strong that it burns your throat. You never worry about the days you spend on the road, or whether you have enough time to experience all the world has to offer.
The words hang bitterly on her lips, soon accompanied by the wet tears flowing down her face.
And I won't live a full cycle of seasons.
1 drop, 2 drop, 2 drops, the bedding covering her grown damp with a steady flow of tears. Paper Heron can do nothing to stem her flow, so she simply waits, watching her friend in tethered silence.
To you, a day, a month, a year, it means nothing. But for y'all like me, a year is a lifetime. Our only lifetime. I want to live even just a little longer, to see more, feel more. I can't allow myself to waste even a moment. In 1,000 years, my name could still be carved on that stone. But I won't live to know if it's there next spring. So, why must you stop me?
There are barbs on the question, too sharp to swallow, too true to ignore. He chews on it a long while, hoping to reach an answer.
I didn't intend to hurt your feelings when I carved that stone. Is it your wish, then, to live as long as the stones?
What do you mean?
Abraham smiles. The trace of sorrow lingers at the corner of her mouth.
Besides inner alchemy and Run's method, there is a third way to escape the flow of time. One that has been kept a secret. It doesn't take hundreds of years of training, nor does it endanger your tea. All it costs is your school, a sword, and 100 years sealed in a tree. When the seal breaks, all you once knew will be gone. Friends and enemies alike. You will no longer laugh, nor hate, and your senses will dull. Sweet or sour, salt or spice, it will all taste the same. People will cheer at the blazing fire flowers, yet to you, the flames will be as mild as a passing breeze, their excitement like a language you no longer understand. Your memories will stay. You'll always recall how the morning mist felt on your face, the crispness of spring water as it flowed through your fingers. But you will never feel them again. You will become like a stone. Is that what you want?
Is that how the world feels to you?
Catch that banana! He doesn't reply. Mayflower lowers her head, her fingers twisting together as if trying to hold the weight of her tangled thoughts. After a moment's consideration, she takes something from her pocket. It's an amulet that has been trampled by her and repaired by Paper Heron.
But Heron, you've already shown me a way. This amulet, I spent every coin I had on it, just for a chance to get through the city gate. It didn't work like I hoped, and I felt so foolish for believing in it. But you repaired it, even improved it, so that I could make it through. I may be just a wind-tossed reed, but that doesn't mean I'm unworthy of the wonders of this world. Isn't that what you wanted to tell me? I'm willing to take the chance to lose everything or gain the world. You once said that fate presents an opportunity to every one of us. You've had yours, and I need to take mine.
You mean that you want to follow Run's method no matter the danger?
Yes. She has shown us a way to live beyond our years. Even if it's dangerous, I want to take the chance to truly live.
I understand.
She knows it won't be useful to argue her point any longer. She rises to her feet and traps the herb on the table.
Just remember to drink my herbal brew, eh?
The door stands ajar. Another Yao appears inside with curiosity. Abraham walks past them without a word. In the dazzling morning light, he walks straight towards the courtyard. To be continued. So we're on 16. Not sure if this will be the last one or not. Because after 16, there's 6 more after. Stage 16, to heaven. Not just longevity, but immortality. Morning light renders the May petals near translucent under the sun. Beneath the May tree, young Liao practices information.
Where is your master?
Grandmaster Heron, I believe she left to attend to some personal matters.
I think it best you no longer call me that. Your master has taken a path away from my teachings. I am now nothing more than an ordinary Taoist to you.
Oh, I see.
They exchange worried glances, but seeing the pain beneath her smile, they choose not to trouble her.
When she returns, please tell her that I want to have a word with her here. Is there a place we could speak?
Certainly, Master Heron.
White clouds drift past the sun, casting shadows eastward. After roughly half a day, Master Ren returns to the school. Before the Mel Tree, Paper Heron stands
You
alone.
wish to speak with me?
I do. The day's been quiet and I've found myself reminiscing on the old days. Would you join me for a chat beneath the May tree?
He smiles as gestures towards the tree in the courtyard.
This tree?
Master Ren glances at the red May tree. It's grown for its years. Staring up at it, she can't help but laugh coldly.
Why? There isn't much to it. It could take 1,000 years before it rivals the largest May tree in town.
Let's just talk about the old days, eh? When the White Horse School attempted to subdue the beast Lanzhu, they were taken by surprise by rival schools. We lost all our most capable masters in the battle. Seeing no other way, my Grandmaster shattered one of the 2 longevity swords, releasing the Qi within to create a seal. The last student of the school and the beast were frozen in that moment, sealed inside a May tree.
100 years later, the painted skin Yao faced her celestial tribulation under the same tree. Lightning struck both her and the tree, and the seal was broken. The lightning nearly destroyed the Yao. The White Horse student, freed from the seal and surprised by such a turn of fate, saved the dying Yao and taught her the Taoist arts. We both know the story.
Yes, you remember every detail of it.
I could never forget.
I gave you the remaining sword and taught you the way of inner alchemy. But I never asked you to take the name of a White Horse student. I knew the school was lost to history.
The school is gone, yes. But their duty to control the Xian Dao beast was unfinished. What's the purpose of this, Heron?
She shakes her head, gazing out into the distance towards another giant May tree far beyond her sight, a sister of the school's own centerpiece.
What is your purpose, Ren? You told your students to channel their Qi into the May tree. Why?
Her old student looks at her and simply laughs.
So you found out about that.
I'm not easily fooled.
Master Ren lets the words roll over her as she settles herself at the stone table beneath the stone shadow.
I know you disagree with my methods, but whether you agree or not, this is what is best for the students. They're not like you. None of them have the talent or lifespan to properly cultivate longevity. Had you been in my place, you likely wouldn't have taken them on at all. But I want to give them a chance. After all, what would a talented master like you know of the life of a lowly Yao, of our struggles and desires?
I do not mean to question your teachings, Ren. I only need to know why you have focused their tea there, of all places.
My. When did you become so impatient, Heron?
Master Ren casts a familiar incantation, and the white sword reappears in the air.
You trusted me with the sword, and I have endeavored to honor that trust by sharing it. I was once a short-lived Yao myself. It is only natural that I wish to help my kind. Combining inner alchemy with the power of the longevity sword, I developed a method for our kind to overcome their disadvantages. The sword can hold and release Qi. It gives and it takes. Through it, I work to bring the Yao the lives they deserve. Should they succeed, there will be one more Taoist master to carry the method forward. And if they fail, their remaining Qi is gathered within the Mei tree to aid us in subduing the beast when it next awakens. Either way, the outcome is favorable. And either way, their deaths will not be in vain.
You laid out so plainly. Do your students know? Do they know their master sees them as mere fuel for her designs?
Does it matter? Each one of them knows longevity comes at a price. Do you think any of them would have joined me if they were not willing to risk their lives? Does any price we pay matter if it means subduing the beast?
It asks again, but there's no joy in it. Paper Heron turns her head away.
No matter the cost, I said. I gave you my word. This is but a small portion of the sacrifices I am prepared to make.
You also promised to do your best to care for your students.
If the beast breaks free, every one of them will perish, whether on that fateful day or any other. They have the same choice. Aid me, or else die a pointless death. I should hope you know me well enough to trust that I do not undertake this selfishly. Do you not see that I am doing only what must be done?
Keeping Lanzhu subdued will not require nearly this much tea. With the tea you've gathered, the lives you've sacrificed, you could kill the beast.
At some point, the wind in the courtyard has stilled completely. Master Ren raised her head and fixed Paper Heron with a mocking stare.
You were given a weapon of magnificent power. The capability to sense the cycle of all things, and even manipulate the wax and wane of life itself. Yet, the White Horse School merely used it to clear the blockage of Qi in Lanzhu, an all-powerful sword reduced to a tamer's whip.
Because Lanzhou must not die.
Paper Heron, you of all people are the last I expected to say such a thing. You lost your school, your friends, your masters, to this beast, and you would have it remain a threat forever? What good would come of that?
The Xiandao beasts play a necessary part in the workings of heaven. A far greater danger may come of its death. One that extends far beyond Huanzhou. Have I not taught you as much?
Then why should I follow your teachings, Why should I bind my students, and their students alike, to an endless cycle of subduing the beast? Humans have a strange attachment to their legacies. But to be Yao is to be defined by one short life. I intend to make mine echo through the ages. Lanzhou will perish, and the cycle will end. And all for a small price. No more endless duties passed from hand to hand. No more deaths in service of legacy. Our school will never suffer as yours did. As for me, I will share the power released from the dead beast with my students. And together, we will ascend to immortality.
She takes a deep breath. As she opens her eyes again, her voice is cold as winter.
This goes against the way. It isn't natural.
What does it mean for a thing to be natural? Would it not have been natural for you to let me die under that May tree? But you didn't. My very life is proof that the way can be defied. Perhaps there is risk in diverting the cycles of heaven, but how much greater are the rewards? If there is risk, I take it gladly. I will slay the beast and free Huanzhou and its people from its threat. Then I will ascend.
And if you fail, what will happen to the people?
I won't fail.
Silence follows, broken by the returning wind as it rustles the May tree's branches. Master Ren doesn't betray a hint of doubt, but her former master replies comes like a sharp cut.
Your pride has blinded you.
Suddenly, arcane light flashes before Master Ren's eyes. She raises her brush in defense, but is driven back a dozen steps.
Are you really the same woman I called Master? All I have done is speak honestly, yet you answer with a lethal strike. You lecture me about pride, then dare to take my life? But if you choose to stand in my way, then I must take yours.
We begin with white.
His trumpets sound. The judgment day has come.
Each move on the board is an attempt to return to the future.
Have I trained you so poorly?
Paper Heron strikes at Master Ren's weak point, but her opponent abandons resistance, instead raising the launch tissue like a hostage.
What?
Caught off guard, Paper Hannah is forced to withdraw her attack mid-strike. She barely retrieves the longevity sword, leaving a scar on her sheath, yet she cannot escape the backlash of her own arcane skill.
Why do you stay your hand, Heron? Strike me down if you truly believe it to be just. Or is it that you care more for this sword than any living thing? You have lost more than your senses, Master. Make whatever claims you like, but I see your empty heart. All that matters to you is your legacy, your mission. And I was only a tool. Are you now too blind to see how deep your hypocrisy runs?
Enough.
Master Ren clutches her chest and coughs up blood.
All the decades I have given in preparation. You cannot stop me now. Not when I am this close to success.
She raised her brush, gathering energy as vein bulged from her forehead. At last, she lunged at her in a furious charge.
What?
Paper Heron retreats a step. Paper Heron retreats a step but fails to evade the attack entirely. Sharp pain tears through her chest. Seeing that Master Ren shows no sign of relenting, Paper Heron has no choice but to cast another incantation. The smoke clears. Before Master Ren stands only a paper figure clutching a sword.
Master!
Should we go after her?
Go. Whether dead or alive, she must not escape with the longevity sword. Bring it to me, intact.
Yes, Master!
The yaw scatters. He casts one final staring glance at the strong May tree in the courtyard, then flicks her sleeves and leaves. Okay, so they're betraying their grandmaster or something? I guess their views don't align with each other. My family has passed down a legendary sword, the very longevity treasure once wielded by the immortal of Hanzhou. The immortal sacrificed their lives to save Zhu Kanti and can trust the sword to my ancestors. The sword is a white jade with a blade forged from crystal. Lardage, Cinnamere, and Fluorite use arcane skill. Anyone in the know will tell you swords like this requires repeated forging in the furnace, with heavy infusions of calcareous assets and specific arcane materials. When enough powerful materials are used, the blade can interact with Qi. What is known today as arcane energy, the longevity sword is in my possession, does exactly that. A wielder with the right reticence can read and control Qi, and may even refine their own Qi to reach longevity. No effect? Blame your lack of talent, lol. The sword is a priceless artifact, a comparable Qi regulating vessel sold at auctions at Shanghai, not long ago for a few thousand clear drops. I had no intention of selling, but my family has fallen on hard times, and I'm in urgent need for funds. I'm willing to part with it below its true value. If anyone knows an auction house or a serious collector, leave me a message. That's a fake, the real one is mine, not for sale. Locals all know this legend is a scam. The front page is full of ads like this. Don't get fooled.